Karley has pretty dark hair. Karley's energy feels like sunshine and extremely genuine. And oh, thank you, Carol. Um, and then you have a Travis over here. Okay, hold on. Why so young, people? What is going on? Okay, dude. Okay, I'm all over now. All right, but here we go. So I'm trying to go back to Karley, and she has dark hair, and it's very fine. And I'm asking Karley how she ended up passing. And she goes, when the fizz bubbles up all the way to the top and just overflows, and your body can't handle it. It's just more of like a reaction than anything else. I'm like, I don't know, kind of, I guess. She goes, well, it kind of happened like that. I was like, okay. I was like, did you see it bubbling up? She's like, not really. But hold on, let me go to Travis. Okay, let me know if that resonates. However, I'm gonna go to Travis for a second. Travis shows me that he says, I take partial responsibility for the box that I put myself in. Okay, so it's just different than a situation getting out of control. He tells me he passed really suddenly, all at once, unexpectedly, and then he takes responsibility for the situation. Like he takes, oh, it wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have blah blah blah. Oh, I should, or like if I, wouldn't have been on my way to the blah 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 blah. This wouldn't have happened. Um, Travis said that his body, it's like my body forgot to breathe, or I lost the ability to breathe, or the impact made it impossible to continue breathing. So with Travis, I feel a lot of labored breathing, upper chest, partial responsibility suddenly. Does that make sense? No sound detected. Check your audio settings. I hope I have sound. If I don't have sound, please let me know. Somebody save me from myself. I gotta be back here, 'cause it's a good microphone. You have sound on mine. Beautiful. My TikTok doesn't know what it's talking about. I brought Travis in and the electronics started getting messed with. Let me know who resonates or what sounds right. I know we're bringing two people on. Travis keeps saying, like, thank you. Not the first time, not the second time. So I feel like this is something, whatever Travis is going through, I think there's an emphasis on the fact that it's repetitive. It's not the first time it's ended up happening. Even if it's like a heart attack, it's not the first time. We're not surprised. It goes to the next. He had cancer, but that's not what killed him. Oh, plot twist. What killed him? Now I'm like on the edge of my seat with suspense. He tells me he passed before his time. He had to have been kind of young. He's bleeding out of a. Oh, what happened? You're so cute. The twist, like plot twist. He had cancer, but it didn't kill him. It had to have been something. Something has happened before. He had intestinal bleed. So he emphasizes again, like, of course, I don't have to put this much details on it, but like, I feel like, yeah, no hints, right? And I keep going. I'm like, I know I could like finish it up there and be like, okay, cool, bye, but it's like, I'm like, something's happened there before. Like, I feel like if it's an intestinal bleed, it's just because we were just messing with those, or we struggled with back when, or something's happened in that area to where it's just like an old seal falling apart, you know? Um, and then there's a person over here, and I can't tell if it's a different in person. Who is this to you? So another thing I wrote down is like a father figure, but Travis either passed before his time or you have a separate father figure over here. But your father figure is someone that you would have dreams of since he ended up passing. You'd have a shirt of his since he ended up passing. Travis is my dad. Okay, beautiful. I'm like, oh, I can't tell, but I know your dad's up there. Okay, cool. So then he's saying that we have a shirt, that we have a shirt of his since he ended up passing a couple things of his. He goes, well, she doesn't. I don't know if you dream a whole lot. I just think like it's not that you're not intuitive. You just haven't found it yet. Like sometimes I'm like, if someone's going to tell me a story about us going and walking in the woods and the trail goes on forever and there's a bunch of bright light behind all the trees in the background, but there's the twist is that the trees are actually all different shades of purple. Okay, different shades and frequencies of purple. So now we're walking in a purple forest, and then we're like, what? But I'm tracking everybody's that's like, okay, I see it. And then I'm like, okay, open your eyes. My eyes are open, Kato. Close your eyes. Okay, I still see it. Okay, third eye, Daphne. You are intuitive. You have a clairvoyant ability. Third eye. Oftentimes, the very first reading you get of something, that is all you need. Flip a table, girl. Move on with your life. Okay, that's all you need. So trust your intuition. A lot of people with high intuition have high anxiety and like to talk to themselves in circles and question themselves and repeat ourselves to make sure we're doing the right thing. Okay, intuition comes in quickly, comes in first, comes in subtly, and you hear him all beautiful. You're like, I hear him all the time, and that's where it happens. It comes in subtly, beautifully as you do, and then it's the anxiety that repeats itself. A lot of people say, what's the difference between anxiety and intuition? Anxiety repeats itself and they go hand in hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we still didn't figure out who's Karley. Did we say something about Karley? Because we super took a hard right turn and started talking about Travis. We brought in Dad and started talking about him. Wait, I wish we had a million minutes because I'd be like, what happened to his intestines? Why are they so worn down? He goes, I was never nice to those. And he kind of giggles a little bit. So he kind of takes partial responsibility for maybe not treating those as nicely as he should have, maybe after a surgery, after a sickness or something. But anyway, so Travis is obviously your guardian angel and he's going to take up the whole room if we let him. So we are going to go to Miss Karley really quick. Karley pretty much shows me I see it as chocolate brown, but I know it's darker. But I know it's just a darker hair. Okay, so I just like keep touching her hair, keep playing with her hair. She keeps showing me sunshine. She keeps showing me I don't remember how she ended up passing, but we didn't expect to pass, and we were kind of on a bumpy road until the end. We didn't like, let's say we get bad news, but it doesn't move us into doing anything differently. Potentially, this could be car accident, but there's a lot of music up. There's a lot of high vibes. There's a lot of like carefree energy to this while I'm channeling her. Oh, niece was 2 days old. I'm like, there's high vibes, there's frequencies, there is, and I was like, why am I feeling this just fine hair, little baby hairs? Ooh, I got goosebumps. Okay, because I was like, this is something that we are just riding along on. Like, this is the sign symbol I drew. We're riding the situation completely wavy. It's something that I don't think is ever going to, we seem to be really in our own world. We didn't expect to pass that day. We seem to be really high vibrational, and then I feel like I'm in a room. I just saw I was in a room talking to you guys, and then the lights shut off, and I was like, what the fuck? Who did that? So it almost seems like we are riding along. Everything seems high vibe and honestly pretty good until bloop, the lights shut off. Everything goes dark, and that's that. Yeah. So she goes, I was like, did you pass suddenly and tragically then? Is that what we're going to call it? And she goes, I'm going to pass suddenly, but then I feel like at the moment I'm passing, I've got eyes on me, almost waiting for it to happen. So it just feels like the end was like a switch and not like a sufferable moment. I know it just sounds weird, and I'm not trying to like, she was a twin. Oh, did the twin survive? I'm like looking right at me. Oh my goodness, this feels weird. What color does the twin have? I have to ask. The color hair. I gotta also finish my sentence if I want the answer. That might be one I need, right? Oh my gosh. What color hair does the twin have? Don't even lie. I gotta know. Oh man. Just let you know, there's no one in line after Daph if anyone wants to join in. What a day. Oh, we're getting pretty close to six. I'll let one more person want to. His sister, his sis has blonde hair. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm always like, are both parents blonde? Blah, 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 blah. And these are not questions you can ask during a 10-minute session. These are questions you can ask during a 30-minute session. And I am my own problem for over talking. So her sister has blonde hair. Interesting, interesting. Good evening, Laura New York. How are you, my dear? You are so beautiful as well. Okay, Karley, at peace. Wait, why did she not make it? She was 2 days old and she didn't make it. Why? It was abrupt. It was like someone just turned the light off. What do you mean? Well, you didn't have this to keep going. You never did. It wasn't even there. I feel like we functioned so well for 2 days. I cannot stop staring at my screen. That's how you know it's a good reading. Other twin got all the nutrients. That sucks. Like, what do you say to that? What do you say? You don't say anything. You can't say anything. Dang. Well, we almost knew it. Like yeah, right? Um, and yeah, we're like watching like how is she made it this long? And then bloop. Wow. Well, she was at peace and she makes it feel like it's just a lights off sit. Is she with daddy? Yes. Oh, he's always over here and he's um sitting down, and I feel like he has glasses. Please don't quote me. He's in the living room watching TV every time I meet him, and he's sitting down. And I think that he passes of something suddenly that went completely undetected. Do I have a baby with me? Ooh, interesting. So I'd have to go deeper with you because I say yes and no. You do have child energy around you. Technically, you have Karley around you. Technically, you also have another little boy's energy out there, but I'd have to know how old you are, and we're not going to do that today, but I'd have to know how old you are. You're supposed to have about two kids in this lifetime. I let's say you have a miscarriage and you have another child, I'd be like, I'd have to look into that because that could be reincarnation. So could you have had a spirit place her as if you had lost one? Yes, but if that's the case, probably would have been gifted back. Do you just have a random spirit up there that is with you on the other side? I think you have a male spirit placeholder. Would love to know what that's all about for the little one, and then you have her as well. So yes.